The religious leaders are grumbling against Jesus, that he receives and eats with sinners. I always like to point out that the people Jesus spent time with were disciples, seekers. They were following him around. They had a new identity because they now followed Jesus. Peter said to Jesus, "Get away from me, I'm a sinful man." But God draws near to a contrite heart. It's the proud heart that doesn't acknowledge its sin that pushes one away from God. Now, Jesus' response to their grumbles about receiving sinners is telling them three stories about things that were lost. The point of all three of them is the rejoicing that happens when they are found. When the lost sheep is brought back into the fold, and when the coin is safely back with the rest, it calls for a party. There is joy in heaven when a sinner repents. The final story is called the prodigal son. The younger of two sons asks for his inheritance, runs off and spends it. He comes back with a contrite heart, confessing his sin, humble and not demanding of any rights. He asks to be received as a servant. The father rejoices that the lost son has been found and receives him as a son. The older son is upset at the party being thrown for the sinner. The father reassures the older son of his own inheritance and assures him that all the father has belongs to this older son who had served faithfully. But then the father says that it was right to celebrate the son's return. He was dead and is now alive, lost but now found. When we are received by Christ, our sins are removed from his sight. We are forgiven. Our sins are drowned in the depths of the sea. God doesn't see a sinner. He sees a son or daughter, and he rejoices.